MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
New York Mets.
Noah Syndergaard gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now in the box, Reggie Larson. He will lead this one off today.
Reggie Larson.
To first, Favre loves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in, Dallas Favre, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Dallas Favre.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. The relay. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were two outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold it third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Popped up. Anderson over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Noah Syndergaard. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Noah Syndergaard.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Anderson moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with two runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Larson. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Dallas Favre. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Now batting, Dallas Spark. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Dallas Spark.
First delivery to him on the way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed so he can find a gap or find one down the line. Maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, what a stop. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Now batting, left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
First. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Digging in once again, Dallas Spark. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Right side, hit hard. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single. So that's his 4th hit on the day. What a way to start a career.
You know what, Matty? We had heard so much about this guy coming up through the minor leagues. We were waiting for this moment. And for him to go out and get 4 knocks in his big league debut has been unbelievable.
The batter, catcher.
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Larson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin Wawecki.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets leave one. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Standing in, Reggie Larson. He singled his last time up.
Reggie Larson.
Bounce to first. He's right there. And he is in there.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
9-3, the final tally here in this one. Miami rode an important 6th inning. Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
New York Mets.
Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds, throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95, terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control.
Striding into the box, Trey Mancini. He popped out in his first trip.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At the plate, Mike Moustakas. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Dallas Sparr, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. High in the air out to center field. Rhodes on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record. Stepping up to the plate, Dallas Sparr. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mancini on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Into the box now, Dallas Sparr.
Dallas Sparr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. No runs, just one hit, one error in the game for the Mets thus far. Here comes another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Trumbo, but this will land out there just foul. The 0-2 once more. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some punch.
Ready now, Dallas Favre, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hayes waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring. 4-2 the final score today. Baltimore jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Gabriel. At the plate, Adrian Sanchez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Last strike now for the Nats. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Mets jumped out to an early lead. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the New York Mets and the Baltimore Orioles.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's take a look at Jonathan Scope, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds.
Now at the plate, Dallas Favre, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center.
All right,
and that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Digging in, Travis d'Arnaud. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Hold
There's
up
a
here, hold
little
up here,
chopper up the middle. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dallas Favre. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And then ready for another shot now, Dallas Favre.
First baseman, Dallas Favre.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch right there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
High and deep to right center. Rhodes is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. 2 runs are in. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And right into the shift. Favre has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Dallas Favre, fresh off a bases clearing double his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Run it
to
out,
short.
run it out.
Machado is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Digging in now, Caleb Joseph. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 1-2.
Joseph.
First. Favre comes up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 25, Anthony Anderson.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-0 the final score today. The Metropolitans took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Chad Bettis earns the victory on the mound. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 5 runs.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the New York Mets and the Houston Astros. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
Houston Astros.
Carlos Rodon gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Carlos Rodon, the pride and joy of NC State University. Overpowering fastball at times, 94 to 96 miles an hour with some cutting action. His best secondary pitch is the hard slider and does have a changeup that's on the improve. If he brings all three of these, he has a chance to shut anybody down.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
So digging in now, Dallas Favre, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch. Bullet back up the middle. Springer there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Mets lead it 4-0. Next for the Mets, Dallas Favre comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Gavin Cicchini next. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Gavin Cicchini.
Push to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Not every ball is going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rico Guillen. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Rico Guillen.
The 0-1 pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hoskins going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. A bouncer to the left side, reined in. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets, but they're in front 4-0. Here's George Springer, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Correa aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit sharply on the ground. Cabrera's there to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Now to the plate, Dallas Favre, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Favre.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Take a
Line
turn,
drive,
look,
base
look,
hit down the
pick it up.
line. The relay, throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Shortstop, Gavin Cicchini.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Ready once again, Rico Guillen. He flew out in his last at-bat. 4 runs here in this half inning. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Bregman fields it cleanly. The second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Here's Juan Lagares. Lifetime history with Colin McHugh. He's 2 for 4. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. It's high, and it likely wouldn't have been in time anyway, so they get a second runner into scoring position here with 2 away.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Favre on third. Guillen at second with 2 gone. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 8-2. Stepping in, Dallas Favre, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Dallas Favre.
First pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Gavin Cecchini next. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Gavin Cecchini.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
The right fielder, number 5, David Wright.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, center fielder, Brian McCabe.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Ready for another chance? Dallas Favre. He singled his last time up.
Dallas Favre.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next.
Striding in for Houston, Derek Fisher. He'll get to take his first cuts here. No outs, nobody on. On the ground to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
12-9, the final in this one. The Stros capitalized on a huge ninth inning on the way to the win. Ken Giles gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Dallas.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Pham will get there, and he puts it away to.
Right fielder, number 48, Harrison Bader.
Line softly toward the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that's the second out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, continuing action from the Grapefruit League between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Anthony Rendon step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. Hit well on the ground to first. Favre is right there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. So stepping in, Dallas Favre, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
So striding in, Steven Matz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a bunt attempt here.
On the bag.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Favre, the runner at third. Garno is over at second with one down in the inning. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hit on the ground to third, fielded by Rendon. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. We've played two full. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets 1. Into the box now, Dallas Favre. He reached on a single in his first try.
Favre.
Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch. Standing in, Dallas Favre, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Dallas Favre.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. He scores as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Favre at second with 2 down. Weakly hit towards first. Zimmerman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Mets out in front, 3-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Hansel Robles will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. David Wright will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 5.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-2 the final score tonight. The New York Mets rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Robert Gesellman pitches well enough to get the W, so that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
New York Mets.
Kendall Graveman, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, here's the scoop on Kendall Graveman. Not an overpowering guy, 93 to 94 miles an hour. Good slider, good changeup, will throw an occasional curveball. Not really a strikeout guy. He's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and if he's throwing well early, you'll know he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy.
Stepping into the box, Dallas Favre. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. Schebler sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. and that's a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Next up for New York, Travis d'Arnaud. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
Right here, right
Put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Here's Jed Jerko now. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 1 for 2.
Jed Jerko.
A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Favre fields it cleanly. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. Stepping in, Dallas Favre. He singled his last time up.
Dallas Favre.
First pitch on its way.
All right, turn, find it.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit.
You're scoring.
And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now. First game in the majors, and he's making his presence felt with his second hit in as many at-bats. Impressive stuff.
Matty, what this guy's doing is unbelievable right here. The ability to slow the game down, his first big league start, and to be able to have 2 knocks this early in his career, that is huge.
At the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Favre, runner at first with 2 gone. Hit out towards second. There is Jerko. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Mets 1. Settling in now, Dallas Favre. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Here's Matt Carpenter. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Matt Carpenter.
Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the 9th.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to...
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Fielder number 25. Dexter Fowler.
Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Stepping up now, Dallas Favre. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
First baseman, number 24.
First pitch on its way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Fowler, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Now 3 for 4 on the day. He's coming up big in his first major league game.
I think the thing that blows me away is not the fact that he went 3 for 4, but the way in which he did it. Just looked cool as a cucumber in the batter's box from pitch 1.
Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Favre stands at second with no outs. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Pena moves over, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
Now batting, second baseman, Alan Hansen.
To the right side and through a base hit. Favre ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit is down to only one now. Digging in and looking for more, Dallas Favre. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. So that's his fourth hit on the day. What a way to start a career.
You know what, Matty? We had heard so much about this guy coming up through the minor leagues. We were waiting for this moment. And for him to go out and get 4 knocks in his big league debut has been unbelievable.
Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Hit the other way on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. And the Mets are going to walk home a winner.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to victory.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Matt Harvey is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious New York Mets. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For St. Louis, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, you know, that fifth inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Now here's the pitch. He's on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So coming to the plate, Dallas Favre, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Favre.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Run it out, run
Hit
it
down
out.
the third baseline. Oh, but it's thrown away at second.
Side.
And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, definitely should have been a 2-ball there, but you got to get one first. Got under the feed to second and just sailed it. Could be a costly mistake.
Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
The pitcher number 35.
No score here as we play inning number 2. This is skied into short left center. DeYoung onto the grass, and that retires the side. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here now's the pitcher, Jake Arrieta, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Arrieta.
Here now the 2-2. Ball right side. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Dallas Favre. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Pham is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Digging in to try it again, Dallas Favre.
First baseman, Dallas Favre.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in to second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Now batting, catcher, Travis.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. here. To second for one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cardinals lead it 4-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jamie Callahan will come on now, and he'll slide into the seventh. And the score finishes 4-1 today. The St. Louis Cardinals led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Jake Arrieta takes home the win. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight it's a spring training matchup between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our spring training coverage on MLB Network.
New York Mets.
Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his three pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all three of his pitches at any time.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out.
So striding forward now, Dallas Favre. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. In is Gerardo Parra, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Square, and this is popped up. Favre is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dallas Favre. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A weak chopper up the line. That rolls foul for strike one. Frazier on second. Cabrera at first. One gone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is there. Two gone. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. Favre moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself. Leading off the inning, Dallas Favre, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Beat it out,
Back
beat it
up
out.
the middle, Nagel ranges to his left, and he's retired, one away. Striding in, Dallas Favre. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a tick behind for a strike. Brock, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Washington Nationals jumped out. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, a spring training matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kevin Gausman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on no hits. Now in the box, Dallas Favre. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Dallas Favre.
First pitch on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Frazier leads off first with one away. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Rhodes looking up. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher, you just have to regroup and get back on that hole.
Ready to take his hacks again, Dallas Sparv, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a ground ball for Moustakas. This might be two. There's one on to first as they get the double play. Here's Chris Davis now.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
Grounded to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. In now, Dallas Sparv. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch. Digging in, Dallas Sparv.
The batter, first baseman, Dallas Sparv.
From the stretch. Line drive to left. Lane is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now for Baltimore. Tim Beckham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Beckham.
Here now the 2-2.
1-1.
Down the first baseline. To his left, Favre, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Mets came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Jerry Spamiglia earns the victory on the mound. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been